Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an important episode that will define the future of our season. Second leg of the Europa League quarterfinal against Braga on the back of a first leg 1-0 defeat. Very, very important fixture. The league campaign hangs in the balance. We have a decent lead of 5 points with 5 games to go. We have to ensure that we keep our form going. And we should hopefully be very, very close to the Bundesliga title by the end of today's episode. Braga, Mainz, FC Koln will be the way that we start today. And then, hopefully, into the semi-finals of the Europa League. Depending on who we get and how the fixtures fall, that will determine how videos pan out for the rest of the week. But by the end of the week, or at the very least, Monday, I may, even if there's only 1 or 2 episodes left, upload over the weekend as well to finish the season. There are 3 trophies on the line. And I would very much like all 3 trophies, if you don't mind. So, I'm not going to waste any time. We need to beat Braga. We fully expected to get victory against them in the simmed first leg. It didn't happen. So, it's down to me. Which isn't sometimes a good thing. Actually, do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well and you won't miss out on any more of it. Do join me live on stream, either on Twitch, link in the description down below, or you'll also find a link in the description down below to the YouTube streaming channel, where you can watch on this platform if that's where you prefer. And if you could answer the question for me in the background, that'd be great. I'm not the only one that has had that question going round and round in my head since I saw that video. Can I pet that dog? Right, here we go.
Can I pet that dog?
No.
Can I pet that dog?
You
Can I pet that dog?
No, he's
Can I
sleeping.
pet that dog?
It just has me in bits every time. Grow up! Oh. Here's Adrian Marine well and truly in behind, and Matthias Ginter has to come across to deal with it. 4 minutes in. Braga aren't resting on their laurels and their 1-0 lead. They want more. Hopefully, it's safe to say that they'll need more than the 1 goal they currently have as an advantage to ensure that they go through. But we obviously have other ideas. If you can make me a better run, Sutic, that'd be great. Friggin' superb. And as you now, little back heel, Kevin De Bruyne. Wait for Riddler, Baku, and now Enes Ünal has a little bit of space here. If I can find the shot across goal, it's Kai Havertz that's stolen it, but the equaliser counts all the same. I should probably do an apology celebration of some description, but at least he and Enes Ünal are saluting one another in the celebration. We're level on aggregate and lead on the night. It probably was going to go over the line anyway, but Kai just made sure. Nice interception by Edson Alvarez. And I have to tuck this back because I can't get it to Enes Ünal yet. Still, Riddler Baku, Kai Havertz, Riddler Baku, Enes Ünal, near post! It's well put together move, but not executed ultimately. Kai Havertz will try his best. I think that came off the defender. Comfortable, more so for the goalkeeper this time. We're sticking toes in, and those toes are coming away with the ball more often than not. Riddler Baku, I'm waiting for Carlos Augusto, who will eventually get there. If Enes Ünal can make me a decent run, I could maybe dink this into him. I see more the man at the back post. Ferland. Not what I had in mind, mate, to be honest. I thought you could have just maybe headed that. Acrobatics like that, not necessarily your strong suit, is it, pal? Rather evidently. Vitor, given away. It was meant to go all the way to Kai. Never mind. We haven't been able to get rid of it. Enes Ünal needs to make me a decent run. Or Ferland will just take everybody on himself. Let's do that one, shall we? Ferland. Well, he might have fluffed up the acrobatic, but if he sticks to what he's best at, Ferland, he's bloody effective. We lead 2-1 on aggregate, 2-0 on the night, and that is all thanks to Ferland. Lovely placed finish by Sutic. Won't take anything away from that, making sure the keeper can't get to it. Perfection in the finish as well as the run and pass. Let's go. They've proven in this game that they are a worthy opponent and very much deserving of their quarter-final spot. in this tournament so far. I'd like to go as far as to say that we've proved with this second leg that the quarterfinal is as far as they can justifiably go, and that we've been the better side over the course of both legs to warrant getting the progression to the semis. But it's not been straightforward, this, against Braga, and I have to be honest, I can't just be like, oh, well, you know, they should have beaten them in the sim and I brushed them aside when I played them. This has not been a brush. And they're not yet a side either. But we are standing firm as solidly as we possibly can defensively here to ensure that we keep them out. Now just 10 minutes to go, but gaps might well open up in our back line. Oh, but if their finishing is wide like that for the rest of the game, we should be fine. He's picked up Moranchuk very well there, but still, backwards or sideways. Please. I want to keep an eye on the clock, but at the same time, I can't take my eyes off where the ball is and where it's going, because it's headed towards my goal. Ah! Oh, God, Karnaseki with a great save. Comfortable, and a save that he should make, but a great save nonetheless, an important one. And he's taken it upon himself to come and get that too. Anywhere will do. To the semi-finals of the Europa League. Not straightforward, but job done. Who we get in the semi-finals, we shall wait and see. For now, though, attention turns back. Oh, Rangers take Leverkusen to extra time. But Leverkusen get a goal in extra time. So Fiorentina, ourselves, Leverkusen and Aston Villa in the semis. Next operation, Operation Mainz. 12th in the league, no win in their last 5. A 3-back formation that will be vulnerable. In theory, the next 2 played games today should be pretty straightforward. They are on the easier side, i.e. the opponents that we're about to play are some of the worst in the league. So we can afford to rotate a little bit, give some fringe players some football, give those first teamers a bit of a rest, and hopefully continue the run. Well in, Luca. Solid. He's got 5-star weak foot as well, no Luca Nets. So both he and Ferland Mendy just as effective on either side of the back four, which is absolute perfection. Ali Al-Mazrati was unlucky not to be still one of the first names on the team sheet, to be fair, at the beginning of the season when we brought in Edson Alvarez, but certainly we feel like it was the right decision to do so, as we feel the decision to put Ridler Baku at left wing was the right decision as well. Lovely assist by Benedict. Might not be scoring on this occasion, but he's providing, and Ridler Baku just sprints straight at goal all the time, and that's why we love him. Augusto. Still only one. Has been kind of wave after wave of red and white attack, but toothless red and white attack thus far. Out to Luka Nets. Back to Kai Havertz. Wasn't quite the whipper I was looking for to try and find that far corner. And we're going to stay at just the 1-0 at half-time. I don't like the fact that we keep sitting with these single-goal scorelines. We are eventually getting multiple goal victories, but they're too nervy for too long, and I don't like it. I really want to get into a quick-fire 2-goal lead and just feel comfortable. Baku and Benedict. What are you doing, mate? I was ill-advised. I mean, this could very well be red. He's a lucky boy. Ridler Baku was like, why are you not sending him off for that? And I can quite well understand why. Ridler would have been quite so perplexed there. That's not the first time that's happened either. Free kick for Mainz. Doesn't really come of anything. In fact, their free kick, or Kev, might come of something for me. That was beautiful from De Bruyne. And Havertz will look for Sutic, and Sutic has Ridler Baku, who's in again here, Ridler. I should maybe have kept sprinting for one more pace. But so close to the opportunity for them, immediately turning into a goal for me. Koa is lucky to still be on the pitch. Wiped someone out from behind. Not sure whether that will have made a highlight or not, because something failed to happen from the free kick. But he's a lucky boy to still be on the pitch, put it that way. Sofian Boufal out wide here to Vidma, and he's offside. Half an hour to play here. It's still nervy at 1-0. It doesn't matter how dominant we are in the game. You're just never comfortable with that single goal margin of victory, because you know what I'm like. And you know we concede goals. Clean sheets are not my forte. Ugh. Neither are seeing through single goal victories, but we'll try and add that second. It might come now. Baku looking for Benedict. Benedict with a little ball around the corner. Luka Sucic. It has come now. And the sigh of relief arrives. 2. Boufal on the break. A consolation goal for Mainz, maybe. Lovely little stop and go there. Always looks visually... Always looks visually really good, doesn't it? When someone kind of lets the ball dawdle behind him and then brings it forward at pace. I'm not sure entirely how we got a free kick there. I imagine it must have just hit the Mainz man on the arm, but Karnaseki needed all of his reactions there to ensure that that didn't go into the back of the net. Wouldn't have counted, but still would have been quite an embarrassing way to concede a goal. Had it not struck the man where it did. Olabash went for a swing. No dice, but 3 points nonetheless. Thank you very much. Benedict influential in the middle as well, with at least one assist, and to be fair, he was involved in the move for the second goal as well. In fact, no, he got the assist for the second goal too. Fair play, Benedict. I apologise, sir. So 3 points on the board. Bayern beat Frankfurt. Dortmund had one on their match day as well, but I believe the gap is still 5 points as we approach this game now against FC Koln, with Aston Villa in the next round of the Europa League. And you can see, yes, the gap is 4, 5 and 6 points to second, third and fourth respectively, with 12 points available. So we will finish today by playing FC Koln, and then tomorrow will be Villa, Hanover, Villa, before Leverkusen, Werder Bremen and Dortmund. The future is set for the remainder of this season. At least, mostly, because we want to beat Villa and then have a final, don't we? Let's go and beat FC Koln. Their starting lineup is slightly offset up top, but again, their form is horrendous and they are bottom of the table. So, dub, please. Could run this by Maynard. Alright. Run stopped. Matthias Ginter is just like, what do you think you're doing, mate? Nah. Bailey into Enes Unal. Bailey's gone again. See Martial in the middle. Martel in the way. It's headed towards Tony. Nearly at the half-hour mark now, and neither goalkeeper's done a thing so far. This game is quite clearly on their part against a side that isn't very good, because they have done bugger all offensively. But I don't know whether it's complacency on our part or just the fact that they're throwing so many bodies behind the ball that I can't seem to find a way through. But eventually we will make the breakthrough in this game, but you can see that it's actually proving to be quite difficult to do so. They're doing nothing going one way, but I can't seem to do anything going the other, despite the amount of time the ball is spent in their half. Okay. He gave it a go. Oh, love upon me. Hussein Basic. Good luck making a pun out of that one. Bailey forward here. They're going to be annoying, I think, FC Koln in this game. They certainly have been so far, and I can't find a way through. We have the 4 to 5 point gap at the top of the table, plus, but just because it's there doesn't mean you want to lean on it. You want to just maintain it or extend it. At the minute, it looks like the season finale, Bundesliga-wise at least, may well go down to at least the penultimate day, if not the final day, if we end up picking up another draw somewhere. And actually, FC Koln, for a minute that was going to eclipse Ginter. FC Koln at the minute look like the more likely side to score in this second half. All of the play in the whole game has been in this half of the pitch. Just in either half of the actual 90 minutes. Hubers. What's to set up Martel? He's got the option out wide. He uses Jubicic. Diogo Leite wins it back. It's just, there's not much room here. So I'm just going to try and punt that. Is that my throw? Did I manage to kick it out quickly enough? No. Latomba into Gay. I'm going to have to make some substitutions here, I think. Maybe even bloody Benedict Holobas is going to be the man to come off the bench to do the business. Because at the minute, Enes Unal isn't doing any sort of business whatsoever. Let's drop Julian Brandt in there. We'll bring Luka Sutic on. Take Martial off for Havertz. And I'll put my faith in Enes Unal, but his goals have not been as forthcoming over the past couple of episodes, have they? He's been scoring in flurries. He won't score for a little while, and then he'll just go and grab 5 in 3 games, and then go a few games without scoring again. Well, Mr. Unal, I need you to be the 5 in 3 game guy right now, if you don't mind. Leon Bailey. Where do we go? I'm just going to go all the way. Oh, and desperately unlucky not to give us the 1-0 lead with 20 minutes to go. Leon Bailey strikes the woodwork, and that's certainly the closest either side have come to breaking the deadlock here today. Havertz has the run through the gap. Can't quite use run 1, and then what I thought was going to be a pass with Havertz to Sutic. Turned out to be Sutic locking onto the ball and me giving the ball away. I've definitely fouled him there, and they'll get a free kick. Oh, mate. I can't win this one for some reason. Unal and Sutic. I could have gone to Bailey. Maybe should have gone to Bailey. Into the middle. Alvarez. Here is Bailey now. Through there. Luka Sutic off the bench. Finally. At long, long last. It took 77 minutes and a substitution. But Luka Sutic has really come of age this year. The second episode of the entire save was named after him. About us buying a wonder kid. It's not really turned into that wonder kid until this season. But he is him now. Quick 1-2 maybe. A little Travella maybe. Went to drive it. Comes off the heels of the defender. And it will be a corner. We could get to this. Barrios does. Quick tuck back. Bailey. Brandt. Schwerber with a good save. But at the minute, it's not about scoring that second goal. It's just wasting the time. And we're doing that beautifully. Havertz. Hit, I think, everybody's hand on the way through. 2 minutes added on. If he gets past me here, Fiskardin, they have a chance. Diamande. He's got the runners. Fiskardin. Barrios. Diamande. It's not over yet. Minor. Lovely back heel. It's really not over yet. Fiskardin. Renault makes the save. Was the man in goal for us seasons 1 and 2. Karnaseki has been an improvement, but when Renault has played, he's not made any mistakes continually. Only by the single goal to nil. But 1 goal to nil is enough. Goal difference is very much in our favour at the moment, so it's just about getting the results. Dortmund win by 5 goals to 1 over Leverkusen as well. That's a big result for Dortmund. They are building up a head of steam, running in towards the latter stages of the season, aren't they? Where obviously we have them in the cup final at the end of the season. So I do not want them to really build up that momentum and continue it till the end of the year. We are still 4 points clear at the top of the table with 3 games to go. Dortmund are smacking the goals in recently as well. 2 points further back. Wolfsburg another point. Leipzig another point. With Hannover 96. With Bayer Leverkusen and Werder Bremen left to play. You feel like it's in the bag. But that Leverkusen one might be a stumbling block, especially with the distraction of Europa League semi-finals against Aston Villa in the middle. And the cup final at the end of the year, end of the season, sorry, to look forward to as well. That is, however, the end of the episode is where I was going with that. Do join me for the next one tomorrow, where we will have both semi-finals against Aston Villa. We start away from home in England, which will be the nation of our next club, of course, although not the Premier League. We're in the Championship with Leeds United to begin with. But how many trophies will we take with us from Germany? 1, 2, 3, or maybe even 0? We shall wait and see. Join me tomorrow. We can get one step closer to 2 more.